Welcome back, Go Game Masters. I'm Game Master, the Frank Master here. Welcome back to the Oracle Game Duology Let's Play thing, what I call that. We just finished off ages now, but the adventure is only halfway done. It's now time for us to tackle seasons, and one thing I should know for you two, first off, I'm going to skip this because it's the same cutscene, but in order for us to continue on where we need to go with, we first need to get our file going, and this is where the secrets come into play, and this is where the whole gimmick of these two duology games really start rearing its head. Because, remember correctly, at the end of the credits, we got a specific code. Now, I recommend if you want to get everything in this game that it's kind of be helpful. I recommend you look at those codes, either take a picture of your Switch 2, or what I like to do, make it a little more efficient, is I would like to get a notebook, write down the code, and then essentially just type it right back in. Now, the code might be a little different this time around, even how it was I originally had it, but that's because I had to redo the whole thing again because it didn't save properly, so... Yeah, I mean, I didn't do too much of it again, just, a little bit... I am looking at the wrong freaking thing. Whoops. But yeah, I recommend you write a notebook, write down the password, and keep it there too. Make sure you label which is which, so you don't forget which code does what. No, not that. Damn it! Look at. I am already fucking this up. Jesus Christ! All right, now we go for the asterisks, and then for the spade. Yeah, this is the best way of doing it without having full-on link cables to make sure this thing works. So. Hey, it was unique. It's innovated. It's definitely different. And you know what? It does definitely work when when you're using it for that specific thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a product of its time, and that's why I don't really see us often, unless. And that's why I usually get like nowadays recently because I played Age of Imprisonment. Acknowledge I played both Breath of the Wild and whatever you want to call it, whatever your game was, Tears of the Kingdom. It essentially, yeah, a different game over acknowledges that. But now we got the code in. It's time for us to actually play the full-on adventure. Oh,
Viren, sources of shadows, Twin Robo will not let your deeds be wasted. Look, Viren, the troubles you've caused now burn as the flame of sorrow. When the flames of destruction and despair are lit, we will offer up your sacrifice. The dark rites of the Gerudo will be complete. Then the evil king shall return.
Alright, now that good, ready to get, time for us into the land of seasons, or Holdrum as they call it. Holodrum is the name, I guess, I don't know. Except our quest hero. No problem, but it kind of starts out similarly to Ages. But, oh, hello there. I'm dead. My death has come greatly. Alright, well, I guess we can't do anything there just yet. But I don't know what that thing's all about. Hello. You're awake. Please, relax. Join our joyful troupe of performers for a bit. That's just our guys. I can't say it too loud, but we're really highly knights. Hey, Empa, how you doing? You're not possessed this time, are you?
Oh, no. You have awakened. It's me, Empa. Zelda's nurse. I'm afraid she's the voice I gave you. Then, the dancing girl found you collapsed on the forest floor. She cared for you through your nightmares. Are you better? Then listen, Elkna. When I returned to Hyrule, Zelda told me that in addition to Nehru, Din, the Oracle of Seasons, was also in danger. So she requested we pose as a traveling trope so we can sneak Din into Hyrule. I am on a secret mission under the orders of Princess Zelda. Seeing Din dance is so moving. I won't let any harmful... whatever. You're awake. Good. I worried the whole time we slept. You're Elkna, right? How do you do, Elkna? I am Den. You're the one who saved Nehru, the Oracle of Ages, and however, I saw a red flash in the woods, and when I went to see what it was, you were lying there. I'm glad you're feeling better. Come, why don't you dance with me? I need to pick a portrait on this side. You're really... No, okay. Never mind, you told me the same thing. I know you told me something different. Come on. I want to keep the plot moving along here. Alright, no? Alright. No, we're not gonna do that. Shut up. Alright. Seconds I'll talk to this person. Dana has been caring for you ever since she found you. She's strong-willed, but very kind. I must keep her from harm. The Oracle is a lovely dancer. Ain't that some shit? Don't be shy. Dancing will ease your heart. You see, we can dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Because if the friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. That was fun. You're a good dancer. It's been some time since I've had such fun. Hey, your left hand has a triangle on it. That is a sacred symbol in Hyrule. If it's a true symbol, then you are a hero with a special fate, Elkna. Like Nehru, I am also a target, but I refuse to fall, no matter the enemy, and my heart lists when Elkna is beside me. Let's dance. Keep on dancing if you want to. We'll keep on. Oh, well, and then all of a sudden shit hits the fan like it always does. I found you, Den. You hit yourself well, but you cannot escape Onyx, General of Darkness. Onyx, I don't know what I call him. It's a literal fucking tornado. I should have realized it. Goddamn Sharknado comes after us all the time. So, you're the boy who defeated Viren, Source of Shadows. I will not fall as easily as she did. Or whatever. Ah, Elkna! That's unfortunate. And that because she was the Oracle of Seasons, all the seasons are going on a whack. Isn't that right, Onyx? This giant motherfucker. What do you plan to do with me? As you know, if I imprison the Oracle of Seasons and bury a temple that houses the season spirits, the seasons of Holodrum will be cast into chaos. The bountiful gifts of nature will rot, and all living things perish. That is the world of darkness that I long for. No, Onyx, no! And just like that, we got our freaking damsel in distress to save. Yeah! I don't know what the bad guys is in this series' obsession with locking people in crystals, but here we are. Down, Temple of Seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, fall into chaos! No, not the Temple of Seasons. Not the Temple of Reasons. Okay. And now, because of, like I said, because of that, all the seasons go to whack. And that's essentially this game's new gimmick. Instead of going back and forward in time, you now gotta trigger through seasons. I'm awake. Give me a second. What are you? Oh, no. Are you alright? Which Zelda foresaw has come to pass. First Labyrinth, and now Holodrum has come to an hour of tribulation. Elkna, I always come to a need, but there is no one else I can count on. Please, will you rescue Den? Please take my message to the Mako Tree in Hyrule Village. The tree is the guardian of all Holodrum. Surely he can help. Alright, so, different from this game, we have a sword. We immediately start with the sword, unlike in previous adventures. But yep, it's like I said, to make it mirror the seasons, you can pretty much go around and essentially, you know, see how the world's translate different between the 4 seasons. But yeah, because first things first, we needed, if you were playing this game first, you need to get the sword from the Hero's Cave, which is right down here. However, since we already start with a sword, and also an extra heart piece to boot, the Hero's Cave turns into something completely different. So I want to get out here for the rubies. Thank you for your things. But yeah, now it turns into something completely different. But yeah, this is where you will get the sword originally if you played Seasons first. If not, then like I said, you already had the sword immediately, so we can remember to know that I had straight from the Mako Tree. But before we do that though, might as well explore a little bit of Holodrum, Hollow City, Hollow Village, what do I want to call it. You know, there's not a whole lot here to see and do, but I think there is going to be one message here for us. You don't have it. We could... yeah, we have money. We can buy a shield. Oh, but we don't get the shield yet. That's right. We could buy bombs at least. Actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna hold off on bombs because I know we're gonna get some free ones later. So, first, what I want to do is I want to go see you because like in Ages, we once again get our hands on rings. Good to see you. Welcome to that. You don't need to see it again, so we can take a ring box here. And that'll be our first optional item. And actually, hold on. No, I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it later. Right now, I'll worry about it later. Jeez.
I'm not gonna worry about those. Now we have the sword, we can head straight for the Maku tree. Let me in, damn it! Thank you. Hey there, how you doing, buddy? Wake up. Instead of a girl, it's a man this time. Whoa? Who's that? Did you wake me? Who are you? What? Dinner was taken while I slept. There's no sign of the Temple of Seasons. This is awful. Guarding the Oracle is my duty. Alas, how I've withered. What's to be done, Elkna? With the seasons in chaos, the land is robbed of the very essence of nature, draining all of my might. Can you save Den, my steed? Is it all this Mako tree has ever asked? I sense evil on the northern peak, where the Temple of Seasons rested onyx has cast a shadow on the northern peak. I think you will find him there. You'll need the 8 essence of nature that lies sleeping in Holodrum. Gathering all 8 is the only option. The essences possess the sacred power of nature, with which you can break the shadow barrier and save Den. Shall we repeat it? No. Then I give you this key. Go to the giant root near the lake up north. The first essence should be there, but I expect some resistance. Be careful. I just, rest until, oh, no energy. Ugh. Well, fuck me then. Alright, so a lot of reasons you're going to tell this game is much easier than Ages. In a lot of ways, people will probably play Season before Ages first and do them in that order. I don't in particular because... Ouch, you can't carry them like that. Well, fuck you then. But the reason why I chose to do Ages over Seasons is because Ages, like I said, the hardest one, get the harder one out of the way. And 2, you get a lot more things in Seasons, and I feel like a lot of thematic... Like, because there's going to be certain things later on that feel thematically right to be in this game rather than Ages. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have the code, and you're pretty much going to get the full experience one way or the other. Alright, I got the key. We're going to immediately head to the first dungeon, and don't get used to it. The arrows are not going to be this quick to get to. But because we have literally nothing else to do because we have a fucking sword, and that's it. Actually, no, correction. I think... Hold on. Actually, let me get back real quick. There's one we can get real quick. Before I'm getting a little ahead of myself. A little ahead of myself. I don't talk to you later, sir. You don't have to worry about a thing. You don't need to worry about anything. Because I do remember over here... No, it was over... Where's the fountain at? Down here? No. Okay, you. You are who I want to talk to. Because if you play Seasons first, these NPCs will not show up. But since I have played it, I found you. You're Elkna. I saw the statue in Lina, and I did meet you. In our meeting, I could teach you the happiness secret that the fairies in Labrina's Fairies Woods taught me. What do you say? So, like, this is just since you're so cool, Elkna. If you tell this happiness secret to the fairies in Labrina, you can be even happier. Got it? Here's the code. Alright, so once again, I recommend you have your thing. Write down fairy or heart, or you want to call it. Then put the code down. That's circle minus F spade. Jeez, I got a bunch of spades somewhere around. And Q. Okay. We're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to worry about that just yet, but like I said, and also these NPCs will show up in Ages 2 in various areas. Where if you play this game second, leave you these codes. And once again, unfortunately, we can't do much of it yet, but keep it in mind for later. And that's been a whole gimmick between how these two games work. I'll explain more of it once again once we actually talk about the process of inputting these codes. But this will pretty much give us those codes will essentially deck us out in the best shit. But for now, all we can do now is Gnarled Root. And oh boy, you think Oracle of Ages loves Zelda 1? You have seen nothing yet. Firstly, because one thing you should know about this place is the fact that, first off, old men like Zelda 1 turn lights to the unlit torches. They don't drop that much often, but there's a lot more of those old men this time around in comparison to literally any other game. Just literally in Ages. Going at this game's also mostly focused on combat, in which. Because of the fact that Zelda 1 was limited and didn't have many ways to present its puzzles properly, that's pretty much what a lot of Zelda 1's puzzles were. Just killing a bunch of shit and hopefully I get a key out of it. Oh, and I'm also pushing blocks as well. But also, this tree also resembles the exact place where the first dungeon in Zelda 1 was at too, because it wasn't a giant root sort of thing. Now, dungeon design's differently, obviously, but because you know it's still its own different game. But outside of that, this is pretty much the biggest love letter to Zelda 1 I've ever freaking seen in my life. But outside of that, there's not much else to say besides, no, gotta kill the freaking enemies. I want to go this way first. That's why. No, I want to push. I can't really push it down until this fucker dies. All right. And like I say, you do start with a different heart here, but don't be fooled. You still need all 12 heart pieces. You want to get if you want to get the full maxed out heart meter. So, yeah. Once again, it'll make more sense when we actually do the whole, thing. All right, but we do have Gacha Seed though, and thankfully, thankfully because how the dungeons are more focused on combat rather than puzzles. I mean, there's still puzzles here, don't be mistaken, but there's more combat focus. There's not gonna be a single dungeon here where it's gonna be that big of a problem, and that's both a good and bad thing in comparison to Oracle of Ages, because Oracle of Ages, yes, had its Mermaid's Cave in Jabu's belly, which were painful to get through. The other dungeons are still pretty fun to get through. They're still pretty innovative and sad, and have pretty creative puzzles to boot. The problem is it needs to be in a better hardware. Here, nope. Most of the dungeons here are about as brain dead as it fucking gets. The only ones are not the second half ones, which I mean that's to be expected, obviously, but in the first, I want to say 5 dungeons in the game. I mean, it gets harder, don't be mistaken, but like, it's nothing in comparison to what Ages had to offer. Like, for instance, this dungeon can be beat in 10 minutes. I'm dead serious. I mean, granted, Spirit's Grave wasn't that in-depth either, but like, it was still a little more in-depth than this. That's why I call Gnarled Brute the most brain-dead first dungeon of a Zelda game. And also another reason why this one's probably the first one you should do too, if you want to take the easy to hard route, because not only is this the most easiest dungeon in both games, but it's also the one that gets you the Seed Satchel, which, if you remember in Oracle of Ages, you only got that through the Maku tree. Grr, you're gonna pass. And also the mini-boss here is literally just 2 cows. I think both take 4 hits apiece. No, they're quite powerful. They're quite powerful, aren't they? Damn it! All right, come here. Damn it! Well, I say easiest, but I think he's. But then again, like I said, they share health. It's not like the end of the world. So I'm mistaken. Apparently, they share health. Whoopsie doodle. But yeah, this dungeon literally tells you exactly where you need to go, what you need to do. It is linear and ridiculous. It's also the last one. It's always the last one I check too, isn't it? All right, which one is it? I know it's one of yous. I know it's one of yous. You just gotta show me which one it is. That's all. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Yeah, but like I said, the dungeon item in this game is the Seed Satchel, so. Woohoo! We got it. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-shaptin-doo. Just. Moving on. Just gotta keep on moving on. Alright, not that one. Oh, I didn't mean to go back down there. Just. Alright, which one are you gonna be out now? This is a problem of block pushing puzzles. Okay, there we go. I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? Alright, nope, let me out. Thank you. Alright, and also this pretty much tells you exactly where you need to go. Like I said, this board tells you need to go, because essentially instead of moving back to the beginning like it normally does, it goes back to the spot where you probably should be going to, so. But don't get used to it, it's the only dungeon that does that. Fuck you. Alright, I also probably need this key too. What's the last for me to look at in terms of this place? Woo, Bosky! Yay! And I think that's the last. No, there's one more. There's one more chest, but I think it's an optional chest we need to get. I think so. Anyway, we're gonna find it in a second. One way or a fucking other. I'm gonna find ya. Wait, I missed one. What the fuck is this fucker? Hey, Mega, here, huh? Friggin' Stalfos. Alright, out of the way, coming through. I got pushed to block again, because of course I do. It's just, thankfully push to block in any direction, so that's much of a problem. I can just ignore you, because fuck you. And I think that chest is the ring, which, hey, no, I might as well grab it. You never know when you need it. God damn it, no, I didn't mean to do that. Woo! We get a praise later. Or about that shit later. Alright, but this is a little interesting puzzle where you just gotta make sure you go up here instead of going to go down there, which puts you in a bit of a maze, but like, you know, it's nothing too crazy. Hey, boss time! Hey, remember I still love Zelda 1? Well, guess what the first boss of that game is? It's Aqua Ventus, people! And thankfully, here it's not nearly as bad as anyone gets. I mean, it's a little harder than, you know, whatever Zelda 1 had, but because you only attack their horn, but all he ever do is just charge you instead of shooting fireballs. You know, I'm pretty sure he still does. I just haven't really seen it yet. Oh yeah, there we go. I shooting fireballs. Too bad it doesn't matter because I killed him, but yep, it was just as easy as it was in Zelda 1. And with that, we got the first essence. That was pretty easy. Woo! Got a fertile soil, an essence of nature. Seeds scattered across the beautiful lands are nourished in this fertile soil. You best believe they are. You best believe. Anyway, now that we're at that taken care of, might as well get ready for the second dungeon. Which is crazy to think about, but it's true. It's me, the Mako tree. Some of the fertile soil has come to me. Too, I'm already feeling stronger. Oh, my dreams, I saw the Temple of Seasons in a strange land I do not know. There I saw a precious item that will aid you, Helga. No, excuse me. That's all I can see now. Home. Useful as always. Also, hey, Maple. And like last time, Maple can do things like drop heart pieces and whatnot. Not this time around, but yep, she returns and she does have a heart piece for us, but well, who knows? Might get lucky again. Yeah, no problem, bitch. No problem at all. Y'all remember this. And also, remember correctly, just like Oracle Agents Zelda 1, if burn certain bushes, you can talk to old men and they can give you shits. Shh, don't tell. Of course, you be mindful of which bush you burn, obviously, because if the old man's a cranky person says, "How dare you burn my bush down?" then they're gonna steal your rubies, so be mindful which one's which. Alright, but also like Oracle of Ages, you can plant Gotcha Seeds, which can bring you things like rings, potions, fairies, hearts, and yes, a heart piece. So what I'm gonna do what I did last time, just hope to God I can just keep that freaking there. Let's see. I don't know if I should go here or not. Oh yeah, it's right. That this person gets us. I forgot about this person. That's right. You can talk to the mayor first. He can give you Gasha seeds because he's a nice man, I guess. Or mayor of Horn Village. You have any Gasha seeds? You plant one in soft soil, grow a tree that bears nuts. Inside those nuts, you'll find all sorts of things. It's so fun I can't help myself. There's some software just outside. Plant it there. You don't know about Gacha Seeds? You're missing out. I'll give you my prize Gacha Seed to welcome you to town. Oh. Thank you? There's some soft earth just outside. Plant there. Thanks, I guess. Much appreciated, I suppose. Also, another Gacha Seed here too, so why not? Why not? The more Gacha Seeds I plant, the more chance I give it a heart piece, so yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Yeah, but like always, you can plant seeds there. and yeah. Hope we gotta get something good. And just like last night, it depends how many enemies you kill. I don't know the exact number, but I do know the max value is 35 for the best trees. Anyway, first hard piece of the game. Easy is just burn that shit. But that's all we can do so far. Since I'm here too, might as well go ahead and praise the rings. I don't have many, but might as well praise one. I see I call us the Discovery Ring. Send software oil. That's what Earth is. I'll add it to your list. Thank you. Unfortunately, that's not going to help us. Since that's the only ring we got, I'm going to burn your house down because of my rage. Alright, but also need to talk to this guy too. Oof, we prefer make thing. Splendid. I can finally focus. Here, take this Kukodux. Yeah, Kukodux. It's the result of many years of cuckoo researching. Which I guess is pretty much resembles, I'm pretty sure there's another old man down here. How you doing, buddy? Don't tell. Yeah, there's a lot more of these old men, too, compared to the one it had over there. But the Kukodux, I guess, is just Pokedex, I suppose. But also begins this game's trade side quest. Now, if you're doing this... Now, in Seasons, you can actually ignore doing the trading side quest, because you can still get the reward regardless if you do the trading or not. I'll still show it off anyway, because it's still something part of the game, but... Like I say, if you so choose, you could ignore it. Because the ultimate reward you get for it is pretty much be the hint to get the second sword, or I guess in this game, the third sword. But yeah, you can also from sword too. Anyway, the good this person. My dad Tolone went to climb Mount Kuko, so I have to care for our hens. But there's so much I don't know. Say, is that Kukodux? That would be a big help. May I have it? Here we go. Really, thank you. Take this. It's a lone egg. These eggs are all rage the cute girls. That thing turned to a lone egg. That's a beautiful aid? Yeah, it was read correctly too. I didn't really read it out, but Maple did ask for an egg, so next time we see her, make sure we bump into her and give her the egg, essentially. Alright, but now that we got all taken care of, I guess we keep moving forward. We still got a bit of time. And one thing to know too about Harlem Village is that it's the only place that has seasons change every time you enter. Everywhere else, it's pretty much static, and you can only manually change it. But yeah, I'm gonna say that. Hey, how you doing? Wait, young traveler, I'm a wandering prophet, Sakor. I feel it's spring, summer, autumn, winter. The four spirits are calling you. Made a mistake. The temple of seasons is still hidden in this world. If you can find the temple, then pay a visit to the spirits who live there. Surely they can help. Farewell. Farewell indeed. As I was, thank you. Yep, coming through. And hey, look, Silent Storms. Everyone's favorite song. And unfortunately, it's also a hard piece we can't quite get yet, but we know it's there. We know for sure it's there, but it won't take us that long to get, trust me. How you doing? Go around and go around. If I could just oil it, it would go around more quickly. Yeah, if only. Don't worry about it later. We'll worry about that later. Moving on. I just wanted to show that off real quick, because, you know, it's all orbs. And it's actually not a bad remix of it either. And what about you later? Keep in mind those stumps for later. They'll become more important as the game keeps going on. And hello. It's horrible. A temple like fell into Subrosia. What's a temple? Subrosia is a secret place. I must return in secret without being seen. Yes, time for our first hide behind the lady side quest. So we can't be caught by this person. We gotta stay hidden and wait for them to see what they do. Thankfully, there's a bunch of trees to work with, but they are quite paranoid, so yeah, be mindful. No. And you also may know this too, because this will come back later. Jeez. Yeah, Colonel. I'm trying to watch out for this lady leaping after me. Alright, careful does it. Careful does it. I think it's the last screen too, so I don't have to worry too much further. You don't see shit. And she comes back too, so be worried with that. I did make my mistake before. Alright, and with that, she shows us the way. And this will lead us to the other place, the much smaller but more interesting place, Subrosia. This goddamn circle. But I think before we go any further, we're gonna end it there. So thank you all for watching. I've been your Master, the Frank Master. And continue to master this game out in the next part. So I'll see you guys then.